My issue with Charlie Kirk is one, I didn't listen to Charlie Kirk at all, other than what clips I would see on social media. I was not a listener of his because you could kind of guess what his talking points were. The 1350 talking points, the DEI talking points, the just the whole conservative, it's just really very bland. He was effective. Can't say he wasn't effective. Got to give him credit in that. But you hear his messages were so parroted that you didn't have to hear it from him because people would just take it and run with it or have their own version of it. What the issue I had with him was, and I brought this up on my show several times, and as I've been doing this for however long I've been doing this, you have disinformation. That's when you take something that you know is that you don't know is true, but you peddle it as fact. Misinformation is when you take something that you know is untrue and you peddle it as fact. And then you have malinformation. That's when you take something that is true and you peddle it to harm people.
But if it's facts, But it's saying like what happens if they say it's facts in a way? I get you saying the parallel to harm people.
And that's where you got the facts over feelings thing and all that out of it. But if you could take something, say somebody weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah.
You could say, yeah, you're fat as AF. That's a true statement, but the way you framed it is hurtful and was meant to be hurtful. And that's malinformation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
and that's where it wasn't, as you know, I always say, I speak to reach, not to be right. I've always said that. You know what I'm saying? You can verify it. Yeah. I could take information and I could shape it in a way if I wanted to and push propaganda. But my thing is I speak so people can seek first to understand, then to be understood. Also, I seek first to understand so I can be understood. You see what I'm saying? So I want us to come to an understanding. Even if we don't agree, we can come to an understanding what both positions are. Mm-hmm. I think where he was coming from, and this is just my perspective, it was malinformation. I'm going to take the 1350 thing. 13% of, you know what I'm saying, the race causes 50% of the murders. Okay, fine. But that fact, I mean, if you want to just take the FBI stats as fact, doesn't paint a correct illustration. And two, you're weaponizing that to say what? You're saying all black people, the whole 13% has the tendency for murder is what you're saying. That's how you're framing it. And men, this goes outside of race. Men, you have combated the every 4-hour narrative about men, that every 4 hours a woman is, and I'm gonna be careful about your channel, sorry about that, is deleted by a man. So take that in consideration. What that's trying to do is that's trying to point and create the narrative that all men have the capacity for deleting women, which is not true. And we broke the math down, because if you say every 4 hours, okay, that's 6 a day, 6 times 365, that's roughly, I want to say, roughly 2,000. You know what I'm saying? We're doing rough math.
Okay.
So you're going to speak to half the population of America by 2,000 people. The same thing with the 1350 rule. You're going to take 13% of 350 million people. And I think that roughly there was like 20,000, let's say 30,000 deleted people. So half of that is 15. So you're going to take 15,000 deletions and represent, let's say 15% of the population, 13%, you know what I'm saying? That's roughly like 30, 40 million people. So, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to represent that. And then what it does, the 13%, even the one that's really affected the worst by is black women, because most of the deletions are done by black men, but half the population is only 6.5%. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said you have to take facts and actually break them down. And then you understand when you're trying to be manipulated by propaganda for people pushing narratives.